Here is a claim that should stop you cold. In the next few years, hearing a familiar voice on the phone will prove almost nothing. Not that it is your boss, not that it is your bank, not even that it is your own child crying for help. A voice you have known your entire life can now be copied by a complete stranger, someone who has never once met you. This is not science fiction, and it is not years away. It is happening on real phone calls right now to real families and real businesses. And they can build that copy from a tiny scrap of audio, a short voicemail, a clip from a video you posted. A few seconds of talking is enough. So the oldest instinct you own, that quiet certainty of "I know that voice, so it must be them," has become a door that attackers can walk straight through. Today I will show you why your own ears can be fooled, and the simple family fix that shuts that door and keeps it shut. First, let me tell you plainly what a deepfake voice actually is. A deepfake is any media that a computer creates to imitate a real person. It might be fake video, fake photos, or in this case, a fake voice. You have probably seen deepfake videos of celebrities saying things they never said. A voice clone is that exact same idea, just for sound alone. In plain terms, software listens to a sample of someone talking. Then it learns to speak brand new sentences in that same voice. It copies the tone, the accent, the rhythm, the little pauses. All the small things that make a voice sound like one specific person. The result is called a voice clone, a synthetic copy that can say anything the scammer wants, sometimes live, right in the middle of a phone call. And it is getting better and cheaper every single month. What sounded robotic a couple of years ago can now sound warm, natural, and completely human. Now I am not going to teach anyone how that is built, because that is not the point of this channel. The point is what it means for you and how you stay safe. So let me show you how this actually lands in your day. Your phone rings at the office. It is your chief executive or your biggest client. You recognize the voice in an instant. They sound stressed and a little rushed. They need an urgent payment sent right now, and they ask you to keep it quiet until it is done. Everything feels right. The voice, the pressure, the story all line up. So you send the money, and just like that, it is gone. Or the call is far more personal. It is your child or an elderly parent sobbing on the line. They say there has been an accident or an arrest. Then a calm, official-sounding voice takes over and asks for bail or a fee, wired quickly. The panic in your chest does the rest of the work. Notice that in every version, you are never given a moment to breathe, or to call anyone back, or to simply stop and think it through. In both cases, the trick underneath is identical. Borrow a trusted voice, pour on urgency, and rush you past the exact moment where you would normally stop and check. Before we get to the fix, learn to hear the warning signs. These scam calls almost always share the same fingerprints. Once you know them, they get much easier to catch. Sign 1 is urgency. There is always a reason it has to happen right this second, with no time to think. Sign 2 is secrecy. You are told not to tell anyone, not your spouse, not your coworker, not the bank. Sign 3 is an unusual way to pay. A wire transfer, gift cards, crypto, or an account you have never sent to before. Sign 4 is a story that pulls hard on fear or love. An arrest, an accident, a deal that collapses if you hesitate. Notice what all 4 have in common. Every single one is designed to switch off the calm, thinking part of your brain. The voice is just the bait. Urgency, secrecy, and a strange payment are the hook. Spot the hook and the fake voice loses its power. So why does this work, even on smart and careful people? Because for your entire life, a familiar voice really was solid proof. Copying one used to be slow, expensive, and almost impossible. Your brain quietly learned a simple rule: that voice equals that person, and it trusts that rule instantly without you ever thinking about it. Think about it, you have never in your life had to ask, is this voice actually real? You simply never needed to. That rule just broke. The technology caught up fast, and your instincts simply have not had time to catch up with it. It gets harder still, because an attacker does not need much of your voice to begin with, and we all leave little bits of audio scattered everywhere. Your voicemail greeting, a video from a birthday, a work webinar, a podcast, a short clip you shared online years ago, it all quietly adds up. And the more of your life you share online, the more raw material is out there. A single public video can be more than enough. So the raw material to copy a voice is often just sitting out in public waiting. Yours, your family's, and your whole team's. Now let me be honest with you about what is truly at stake. For a business, a single convincing call has moved real money out the door, sometimes tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in a matter of minutes. And once a wire transfer is sent and has left the country, it is very often impossible to pull back. The money is simply gone. For a family, the dollars are usually smaller, but the wound is crueler. Savings handed over in blind panic to a voice that was never really there at all. And here is the hardest part. Very often the victim never even realizes it was fake until long after the money is gone for good. The losses reported in recent years have been staggering, and most experts agree the real total is far higher, because so many victims are too embarrassed to report it. The reason this is spreading so fast is simple. It is cheap to attempt, hard to trace, and it attacks human trust instead of attacking technology. And you cannot fix human trust with a software update. That is exactly why the real defense has to be a habit, not a gadget. So here is the fix, and the best part is that it costs you absolutely nothing. Choose a family code word, one simple private word or short phrase that only the people you truly trust would ever know. Think of it like a password for your family, a quiet secret that proves a real person is truly on the other end of the line. Do not use your pet's name or your street or anything a stranger could guess or dig up online. Make it random and a little bit strange. Then set one firm rule around it. Any urgent call about money or danger has to include that code word. No word, no money, full stop. If a panicked voice begs for cash and cannot give you the word, you calmly hang up. A real loved one will understand later. A scammer just loses. Teach the word to the people who matter most. Your kids, your parents, your partner. Keep it out of texts and emails. Say it out loud in person. And practice it once out loud so nobody freezes when a real emergency comes. A code word you forget under pressure protects no one. Here is the beauty of it. A voice clone can copy exactly how your daughter sounds. It can never copy a secret that it was never given. That one small word turns a perfect fake voice back into what it truly is. Just a stranger on a phone who does not know your family. Now let me widen this out for the office and for the rest of your life. Rule 1. When a call is urgent and it is about money, treat that urgency itself as a warning sign, never as proof that the call is real. Rule 2. Hang up and call the person back on a number you already trust, not the number that just called you, one that you look up for yourself. This one habit is called a callback rule, and it quietly defeats the entire scam. The fake voice cannot follow you to a number it does not control. A real boss or a real bank will never mind you calling back to confirm. Only a scammer truly needs you to stay on that one exact line. Rule 3. For any business, any payment or any change to bank details must be approved by a second person, out loud on a channel you trust. Never let one voice on one call move company money all by itself. That single rule alone stops the large majority of these scams cold. Rule 4. Ask a question that only the real person could possibly answer, not a fact from the internet, something shared, quiet, and personal between you. Share these rules with your team, your family, and the people who handle your money. A scam only works on the one person who never heard the warning. None of this is about living in fear. It is simply about adding one calm step before any money moves. You verify first and then you trust. So here is the whole idea in one breath. A voice you recognize is no longer proof of who is actually on the line. Slow the moment right down. Use your code word, call back on a trusted number, and make every big payment need a second set of eyes. One honest note before you go. This is educational content made to help you spot and avoid scams. It is not professional security advice for your specific situation. If this made you just a little harder to fool, subscribe. Here at Guardrail, we turn you into the human firewall, one threat at a time. I am Max. I will see you in the next one.